Yeah, so you mentioned Miami.
Yeah. So, what else would I miss about? That's the thing about America is what you miss, you really can replicate it here. You just have to come here and figure out how to do that. Your vibe attracts your tribe.
Yeah.
So if you want funny people, you can come across funny people here.
Exactly.
You may need to learn the language, but and Americans and people come here all the time. And I love being that person that goes somewhere new and then invite people to join the vibe. There's no better feeling than that.
It's no better feeling. I think it was before Afro Nation. A group of friends were here. They came to Afro Nation like 3 years ago. But these are my friends from college. One of them, and I've been telling them to abroad in general for a minute when I first went. But that trip 3 years ago was their first time in Europe. Now they brought now both of them brought their hometown friends. Yeah, like 10 of them deep. All of them first time in Europe. Ethiopians, Haitians, Black Americans, and they're just like, yo, there's so much more out there. You know what I mean? So all it takes is that first person. Think about like history, migration. Yeah. All it takes is that first person migrating to that new place. Oh, yo, come in because XYZ. I love that. Yeah.
And you know what? I do want to edit something. You actually made me think of something. So in America, you could do so many things and go so many places, but you have to travel there. Here, imagine all these places like this. In Europe, they take them all and they bring them in closer. So all you got to do is just go here, here. And I'm seeing all these places that are kind of hidden.
Yeah.
That are nice.
Nice.
I mean, on our anniversary, we went to a place for pasta. In America, it would start off at $50. The bill was $50 to $60. For two. And a little bit of wine.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about the waiter got the sleeves rolled up, can I pour that for you? I'm like, yes, you can. So, yeah. It's definitely a lot of opportunities here. Because it hasn't been so long since the boom.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can still feel the ripple of it. Yeah.
So what would you say, because this would be your first spot outside the U.S., right? You visited here. What do you think will be your biggest challenge moving to Portugal from the U.S.? And I think that will help a lot of viewers because you have a lot of people from the U.S. that are always watching this content and either scared to make the move, hesitant to make the move, so worried about XYZ. So what would be your biggest challenge, and then what advice would you give to the viewers? Or what do you think at least would be? Because the thing is, you truthfully will never know until you step foot in.
Yeah.
So what do you think would be?
I'm a big basics guy. Soft skills, right?
Okay.
Reading, listening, interpreting, understanding, asking great questions. Self-love. I tell people that about Miami all the time. How do you like it? You gotta love yourself.
You got to love
because
yourself.
if you don't, you could come out here and as nice as the place is, you could feel lonely. You can feel lonely. So you gotta have self-love and you gotta make a friend within yourself. I did that in 10th grade.
Okay.
So I was blessed with struggle early to where I got that, right?
Yeah.
So to me, I love going places where no one knows me. Because you can even recreate yourself. I could go by Langston here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's the beauty of a new city.
But you also want to have some street smarts as well. Because people can smell the fact that you're new. So what would I miss? I don't think I would miss anything because guess what? You can always go back.
Yes. So say it again, please.
I won't miss anything because I feel like I can always go back if I truly want it.
Exactly.
Or I can bring it to me.
Yeah.
And America does teach you that whatever you want, you can order. You can find it, right?
Yeah.
Now here, I haven't ordered anything. I heard, I do feel like the ordering thing could be something.
Don't do it, bro.
Okay.
Even, man, if you don't listen, you got people that are still waiting on their Christmas gift from last year.
Wow.
Yeah. Do not order stuff.
But what about the package pickup spots? That doesn't.
It's when you're ordering internationally. That's the issue. Yeah, customs exporting. It's a disaster. I just stopped doing it.
Really?
Yeah, I ordered stuff from my brand, bro, and it took I got it weeks later, they opened it up, messed it up. Yeah, I'll show you the video. I was sick. Yeah.
Oh, man.
I wouldn't do it. But I want to touch on something.
Go ahead.
And I think we need to sit on this topic for a second.
Okay.
Matt just said you can always go back. And I don't think Americans that are hesitant to make that move. And listen, change is inevitable, and change is also challenging. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but I think this also goes to this conversation we were having in terms of like me living in the States as a Haitian American versus like Black Americans growing up. The reason why I say all that is because people always ask me, like, because I've lived in a bunch of different countries, I've traveled to a bunch of different places. How are you able to do it? This and that, etc. And for me, my parents just got to the U.S. and I was born, so it's like it's in my blood, you know. And I think I also don't have as much ties to it as others will. But the difference, I approach my life on perspective, right? I could always go back, right? When I look at my family in Haiti, they can't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I try to explain when people ask me. I'm like, hey, if it doesn't work out after 6 months, a year, you come from the U.S., you could always go back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm so happy you touched on that, because it's like sometimes you're just not going to know how you will feel about it until you're there.
It's no different than dating. It's no different than buying a car, buying a shirt. We all make emotional decisions. The biggest thing that it reminds me of is Microsoft Word. The undo button.
Okay.
What would life be without the undo button on Microsoft Word, right? You can always undo it. Life is a big creative canvas, right? Of course, you probably can't erase paint, but you can paint over it.
Yeah.
And listen, my flight here was $400, and my flight back was $800. Do I think I could have found hey, there we go. Yeah. Do we think we could have found I could have found a cheaper ticket than $800? Potentially. But listen, just playing. And here you can save if you need to go back, you know. Just make sure you don't get sign a lease that locks you in. Yeah. Just find something that's comfortable. Take it 6 months at a time if you need to.
Yeah.
But definitely, you can always go back. And here's the thing, like, if you haven't tried something new in your life, stopped it, moving here may not be what you need to do right now. Try not drinking soda.
Yeah.
And then go back to it.
I see what
you know what I mean? Or go to the gym and then stop and then go back, right? Life is about starting and stopping and finding that balance. You know what I mean? It's okay to leave. If you come here for 6 months or a year and it don't feel right, go back, enjoy America. And if you feel that urge to want to come back, come back. This place will always accept you.
It's always going to accept
you. Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest with you. Once you leave, you're not going to want to go back. Now, obviously, there's things that do cater that bring people back, right? For example, family, job situation, financial situation, stuff like that. But I personally think that the direction that the U.S. is heading, you'll start to just realize when you're in another country and operate, especially like an economy like Europe, and especially if it's your first time, you'll see, man, this might be better. This might be better. Now, I do believe it's a case-by-case basis.
Yeah, and like you said, it's perspective. I'll be real, I know a lot of people are leaving the U.S. because of like the direction of where it's going, but I was always taught, and I always dream, and I always think, never live your life to have to depend on your government or your president.
Yeah, exactly.
Just never think on those type of terms, right? You want to create your own ecosystem. And I know everyone doesn't think that way, but I do. No matter who America's president is, no matter where the economy is, I know I can make decisions to either save more or make more.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
It just takes discipline, right?
I was gonna say not everyone's as disciplined.
Yeah. 100%. Again, the basics. Don't come to another country if you don't understand the basics.
Yeah.
And self-love.
Yeah.
If your Uber driver is not the nicest, it's all right. You drove me safe.
Yeah.
You did your job.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you got it.
Yeah. So wow, now we touched a lot. I think. What would you say to the viewers, right? The ones that are asking. We already touched on, well, if it doesn't work, what advice would you give them to if they're like, hey, Matt, I don't even know where to start?
ChatGPT. Sorry to go to the robot, but or I could take it more traditional.
Cause you had someone that is from here or used to live here, right? So how would you, someone that's like, I'm interested in Portugal, I'm interested in Europe or Spain or
comment at LaBoss. Easy. This is your guy. Listen, if you come here and you want someone to show you around, this is your guy.
Yeah.
You should actually go ahead and open up an Airbnb experience of travelers.
I'll tell you about that after. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, listen, no different than when you have your first day in class. Hey, can I borrow a pencil? That can spark a whole relationship. You see someone around you that's doing it, even myself, feel free to comment below and ask me questions. And I think that's why we create this type of content. To let you know that you can do this as well. And people have done it before us,
And there's options out there.
Definitely. And just to switch it up real quick, as the interviewer,
Hold on.
what is some advice you would tell yourself when you first moved here?
Ooh.
Yeah. What's some advice you would tell right now where you're at? How long you been here?
Like 3,
4-ish years.
Yeah.
What advice would you tell yourself now after 3 or 4 years that you either didn't know or you would have loved to know when you first came here?
Wow. Well, I think we have to touch on when, because when I first came, it was for basketball.
Okay.
Right, so that's a whole different experience of its own. That's my occupation. I was on a contract, etc. Then the second time was the hustle bustle, denied entry, the whole visa process, all that. So I think I would have to from that point.
Okay.
I think
a clean landing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're saying what advice would I have given myself?
Yes.
Man. See, what came to mind was do more research. But I feel like, and transparently, sometimes when you know more, you might be hesitant because you're trying to control more.
Yes.
Right? Because I say all that to say, Portugal's economy financially is low. Right? So I didn't know that till I was in the thick of it, hustling, bustling, and we similar mindsets, bro. I'm in a new city. I'm like, whoa, this is way different than the U.S.
You thought that it was enough for everybody.
I thought it was the same.
Yeah.
I didn't even, because all these other places that I've lived were on basketball contracts. When I lived in England, I was getting my master's there. So this was like the first life after ball, new chapter. So I didn't even think about it. I was just like, I'm a hustler, figure it out anywhere. But U.S. and this is like he mentioned, it is the land of opportunity. Like there's not a lot of other countries that are as financially stable and you can make as much as the U.S. Right?
Yeah.
If we're talking Europe, like you got to go like Switzerland for that.
Yeah.
So I think the advice I would have given myself was like do more research prior. But I think if I had done that, I maybe would have prolonged the wait even more, try to get things more settled and this and that. I think how I went was supposed to be how I went.
Okay.
But to elaborate, I think what I would do is the advice I give is like, and I would give to everyone, when moving to another country, operate your mind as a white blank piece of paper. Do not compare.
Yeah.
Do not bring comparisons from your previous place, whether it's the U.S., Canada, wherever you're coming from.
Yeah.
Because every place operates differently.
Yeah.
So when you're in a new environment and you're comparing constantly to the previous environment, it's just not the same structure.
Yeah.
Then you're getting frustrated, but it's like, hey, it's a different land.
Yeah.
So I think that's the advice I would give.
I mean, I think this guy did this trick, and I want to do it with you all.
Yeah.
Look around the room and tell me what you see that's blue.
The hoodie.
Well, take 10 seconds and tell me out of how many things you see that's blue.
Okay.
So I'm going to count it out real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go ahead. What'd you see?
About 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things.
All right. How many things did you count out that was black?
0.
All right. That exercise showed you what you look for is what you attract.
Woo!
That joint clean, ain't it? That joint clean. That joint is clean.
Okay.
So when you come here, look for things that you didn't have that you wanted in America. That's clean. That's clean. Yeah.
That's crazy because I think we are especially black people coming from America, we're bringing a lot of stuff over, and now we're looking for that in those new places. It's like, yeah, wow. Okay.
You should, next time you have a conversation like that, you should use that because it's strong. It's strong to see, and I've had to catch myself. My friends would tell you I'm one of their biggest opinionated friends. But I'm an artist. I've been in a lot of different school systems. I've been in a lot of different neighborhoods. I've been around a lot of different families. I can judge this floor that we're on. I see it has a little tan right now. But that's beauty, right? It's getting fresh sun. Or why isn't it the same all about? So but a lot of things do remind me of when I grew up, like the staircase. It doesn't have a bad smell, but the smell reminds me of when I grew up with my grandmother.
Okay.
And going into their homes.
So much familiarities and smell.
Yeah, and the history, when you're walking on steps, you hear it creak. My grandma's steps still creak to this day. I cannot sneak upstairs and downstairs. Only way to do it is to walk closer to the inside.
The inside, yeah.
But yeah. But you go ahead anymore,
Wow, hey, listen, I think that's Gucci right there. I think we're going to wrap it up, man. We had Matt touched on a lot of topics. If you're looking to move to Portugal, move to abroad in general, this is definitely just a great interview and insight for you. Expand your horizon, come with a new slate, you know what I mean? Any last things you would say to the viewers?
Work on your soft skills. Listening, understanding, asking. Because bigger than Portugal, you can move anywhere in the world with this, right? Get out of your comfort zone. Yeah. Countries, they're not going to change for you. You have to change for the country. Yeah, they're not going to change for you. This place has been here since the 1700s. Like, it's not going to change for you. I'm sorry. But if you got any questions, like LaBoss said, make sure you comment below. Make sure you subscribe. We got more content on the way. This is just the first one.
You already know. Listen, man. Hit that like button, comment below, subscribe to the channel. We out. God bless.